partner here, and I can't seem to break his arm down, okay? It's a big, strong guy. He's in the gym lifting weights all the time. He's not letting me have it, okay? He just has that pure brute strength just to hold his arm here, even if I've done everything right on the snap down. We will run into this. It happens from time to time, all right? So I've tried everything I can to break that arm down, and this guy is firm. He's adamant that his bicep is not going next to his neck. He's staying right here, okay? Well, what that does, it opens up this pocket right here in his neck, okay? So there's space between his shoulder and his neck. Now we can go for the caveman necktie. But listen, I want to say this again before I even show you guys this. We have to attempt to break the arm down first. If you don't attempt to break the arm down and you just try digging your shin in the neck, it might work, but a lot of times the guys aren't being as firm enough, and then they'll just shrug their shoulder and defend the necktie, okay? I'm talking about, good guys. Good high-level guys, they're smart, they know what to do. You can't just jump on this, okay? You have to actually sell the attempt to break their arm down, okay? I'm doing everything I can. I'm trying to break his arm down. He's too strong. Now what I'm gonna do is this outside leg right here, I'm gonna step off to the side, and I'm gonna pivot. I'm gonna get off to the side like perpendicular with him, okay? Now look, it's super important that we keep our arms locked up underneath our partner's armpit. I don't want to shift my arms. Okay, now he can start fighting my hands and looking for escapes, and it's just going to make the necktie that much weaker. My bicep's not flush against that far side of his neck anymore. That's why we keep this deep. If you're someone who has short arms and you can't do this with a gable grip, I myself can finish this with a gable grip just fine. But an S grip works too if you need a little bit more leeway. So I step and I pivot. Now, this leg, the shin, is gonna go right into my partner's neck. Now, we'll turn this way for everyone. As I sit back, I don't want my knee to be on the outside of my armpit. Okay, it's just a little too weak. Again, you might be able to finish it on someone who doesn't have good awareness, but if someone's been grappling a long time, they're most likely gonna just push your shin right off of their neck with one of their hands. They're just gonna take that hand and just push on the shin and then start slipping out. So this really locks it in place, okay? This and this, there's a huge difference, okay? Now from here, in most cases, I should be able to just finish by dropping back and squeezing. If you can't seem to get the finish, we're gonna tip onto this far hip, throw this leg over the head, and get the finish there. If you can't seem to get the finish, we're gonna tip onto this far hip, throw this leg over the head, and get the finish there. So I've tried breaking the arm down. It's not working. He's defending this arm. I go off to the side, I go shin in the neck, and squeeze. Then if you need to, obviously, you can throw that leg over the head, get the finish there. I've tried breaking the arm down. He's being strong. I step off to the side of the arm that I have trapped. Now I'm gonna pivot,
Nice.
sink that shin right in the neck. Knee goes to the inside of the armpit for the finish. And you guys, another common thing that I see from here when I'm teaching this is people will try to hit this move head on, like when they're square with their partner. Now what this does is, if I'm here and I try to drop this shin in the neck, again, maybe I could tap the guy just from him being super uncomfortable, but now the pressure of my knee and my shin is just going into his trap and like his collarbone, and that's not gonna put him to sleep, okay? I want to be able to put this guy out even if he is tough. So I need that angle so that the pressure is digging right into his neck, okay? So that's why it's important that we're off to the side. This and this are two totally different things, okay? Now we can get that finish. And remember, If you're having trouble with the gable grip, or maybe, you know, your arms don't feel long enough, the guy's big, go to S grip. High level guys, number one reaction to this is just to try to like front roll out, okay? So you are gonna run into that from time to time. You sink this in. And what I used to do when I was like a, you know, a blue and a purple belt, and I still wasn't super confident in this move, is I would feel that front roll and I just let go, I'd bail on it, okay? But then I learned over the years of doing it, if you just hang on nice and tight, honestly, okay, so this works really well if you have the leg thrown over their back or their leg, but you don't even need that. So if my partner hits a hard front roll right here, I can just roll right with him and get the finish right there, okay? Just a matter of tucking your head and going right over your own shoulder blade, okay? I've sank in the caveman necktie. He goes to front roll. I just go right over with him. Be ready for that roll, okay? Because if you try to resist it, if you try to resist that roll as they're front rolling, that might be enough to just break your grips and escape the whole thing, okay? So it's like, be prepared to just go along for the ride. You see what I'm saying? I'll show this one more time. And front rolls. Just go right with them, okay?